Should we just get after it? I love you.
I love you so much. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon. Happy Thanksgiving. That's how it feels today as we're recording this episode. What day is it? What month are we in? Woo! Is it 1995? Because I don't know what year it is.
That was the year you were born.
I know.
Today, we're recording on June 1st, so you're probably going to hear this a week later. And, maybe you'll hear it tomorrow. I don't know. You never know when this is going to come out. But what we do know is we are still standing after a wild month. And I think for most people, May is crazy. Mm-hmm. It's the end of school year. It's recital time. It's graduation time. It's wedding time. It's nice out. You want to get outside. People are throwing parties and it's ramping up. And I think it's important that we talk about how to stay standing in the midst of some wild storms.
It's also crazy that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and man, the mental health was tested.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And Brooke and I personally and professionally went through a lot in May. Starting last time we recorded together, we talked about our keynote, which was awesome and has kicked off some momentum of getting on more stages. So thank you if you've sent us any leads. Thank you for those that are bringing us in your businesses. We're very excited about that. But yeah, that's how the month started. And just like to go right into me personally, we got off the stage. We're walking to my car with my kids and my mom called, and her significant other of a couple years suddenly passed away. And that just set the tone for the rest of the month for me, because it was just like making sure she was okay. So we drove 2 hours back to my house. I drove about 5 hours to get to her. And grief is something that everybody deals with. I mean, it's inevitable. We all will face it. But watching your parent grieve after something so suddenly, and to be with her in those moments, it was so sacred and special in that, like, I was happy it was me that got to witness it. But man, it just sucks. Like, grief is the worst. And it just shows you how much you love someone. But there's all these feelings that come up. It's been only 3 weeks since this happened for her. And she's been to my house in Wisconsin twice since then for Justin's 40th that I threw. And that was a week long of extravaganza. That was a lot of fun, but also mental health craziness. And to have her here and have these moments that she planned to have him here with her and live in his home, like, my heart just goes out to anybody struggling with grief. And, it's a lifelong sentence of grief. When you love someone, when you love your people, you're going to lose them. And it's just taught me a lot about loving hard. And in the midst of the rest of the chaos of the month, whether it was beautiful moments for my husband's 40th or a trip that we did or all the running around with my children, I was just like, I just wanted to love on everybody so much harder and not worry about stupid stuff. Like, as much as it was horrible for our mental health to lose such a special person, he, even knowing him a couple of years, taught me so much on just how to take care of people and show up for people. And he was so wonderful to my mom, and she had never had anybody treat her that well, and so I'm thinking a lot about relationships and how we get going so fast. We're going 200 miles an hour. And some of it's, it's out of your control, but it is, right? It's like you're going to church and then you're taking your kid food and then you're going to the soccer game and then you have a gymnastics show and then you're trying to get back to the recital or pick up your kid. Like, you have to do stuff. But in the midst of it, how can you pause? And when your kid gets in the car, love the crap out of them. When you're on the phone with someone, talk to them. Like, don't be doing 45 other things. It's really helped me, like, pause and love on people a little extra even if it is chaotic.
Yeah, it's like, how do you hold space for still having to accomplish what you need to with working and being a mom, but also having the space to be there with your mom and hold her in that grief. It's like you're putting life on pause to be there, but then you're coming home and you're playing catch up and then packing for a trip and you're losing sleep and losing time from your kid. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your mental health was tested in like, oh man, how am I going to get through this? Or you were just a million miles an hour that you didn't really even have the capacity to stop and feel?
I think I was thinking about, like, I have a big self-talk game nonstop. I'm like I bet we all do, but I'm constantly, I feel like I pray all day long in my head about like, God, help me. What's next? Lead me. Am I doing the right thing? Help me to be more present. Like I'm constantly praying and I'm constantly thinking about like the foundation I've built with my health. So it's like, even if my mom and dad were here or people were here at different times, I would be like, I got to go to bed. Like I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And then other times too, it was like, it was Justin's birthday. It was his actual birthday and people popped over to celebrate him. I stayed up way later than I thought I would and had some deep chats. You know, I think it's kind of moment to moment. Like you have to put your health first sometimes of like, is the mental health piece connecting with my mom at 5 a.m. was when the sun's coming up and she's crying on her deck? Absolutely. Oversleep. Right. But I know that I show up better when I fit in exercise. So it was like a mile instead of 4, or it was like just getting outside to literally walk to the mailbox yesterday because it was all I had time for because I had to get some work done before my family woke up. You know what I mean? So I think when it comes to health, the more you can be disciplined in creating that foundation when you do have the capacity to create that routine and know what helps you show up better or like will help you have more energy for all the things. I was always thinking about mental health because if you're going to support other people in their mental health, you have to be okay. And I'm not saying I was like this ideal specimen of a human at all.
But
like,
you were still doing things to make sure you were okay.
Yeah.
In the chaos.
Yeah.
Which can be tricky.
And I feel like May was like the epitome of like what being a human is. It was like Brooke and I had this opportunity that was like a once in a lifetime, like or first in a lifetime, I should say, of us having back-to-back days with professionals and kids. It was so cool to have that professionally. We've never done something like that, back-to-back days with 2 different populations. So it was so cool. And then to have this grief that just like stops your world in its tracks, right? And then to celebrate my husband's 40th birthday, like a life that I'm obsessed with him and all he wanted to do is feel loved. And people came in and celebrated him and then surprised them with a trip, right? And it was just like these high highs and these low lows. And then it was all about my kids, right? And it was like putting other people first sometimes is the move. And then
sometimes that doesn't make you feel better.
Right.
Like I'm not going to wallow in my own misery. Like I need to get outside of myself and think about other people.
Yeah.
Because I think it is a trap of just staying in your own world. And if that self-talk isn't positive in your head, you're spiraling and it's just, I don't know, it keeps going and going.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember being in a car with my mom and my mom's an open book. So that's why I feel free to share this, but she was like crying. She had just left the site where her boyfriend had passed. He was at work. And she's having this really real moment where she's like mad at God, but so happy to be alive. And she's like, why I loved him so much. Like, why does life have to be so hard? But oh my gosh, I want more of it. I love it. I just want to live my life to the fullest. Like she's having this like human experience of like, it was so powerful where she's crying and she's mad, but she's so grateful to be alive. And just like witnessing that just makes me want to be really honest about what I want in life and like continue to be there for the people that I love so dearly. Cause it's like what it's all about. Like you need to know what you want out of your life and show up for people so they can show up for you too. And it's just like a beautiful dance that is just like heartbreaking and like thrilling all in one package. So that was my May. Thank you, May, for the lessons. I'm ready for it to
and
chill
goodbye.
out. I would like life to chill out a little bit.
Thank you and good night.
Yeah.
I feel like the start of April 1st, like Ian and I had a conversation of like, all right, buckle up, put your seatbelt on. Like shit's getting wild. We've had something every weekend of both of our bachelorette parties, our friends' bachelorette parties, showers, going home to Wisconsin, like travel just nonstop. And
visiting your friends having babies,
Yes.
and
all
going to people's recitals, and
all beautiful things, all celebratory things. But man, yeah, it's like this grandma, she needs her sleep. And finally last weekend didn't have a lot and allowed myself to lay out in the sun. And, you know, they say like when you finally can rest, then your like body feels safe enough to like have symptoms, if anyone's ever heard that. And I feel like that happened to me because my body broke out in full body hives and ended up in the hospital. And now we're on some prednisone that's causing insomnia. So that's fun. So I've gone to bed past midnight the last 3 nights. This grandma, not a grandma no more. We've switched officially from coffee to green tea.
Okay.
And way less caffeine, which is wild. If there's anything that's going to make you break a caffeine addiction, it's full body hives a month before your wedding.
Wow. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So why did you switch to green tea? Because there's still caffeine in it, just a lot less.
Yes, there's L-theanine in it, which kind of helps balance the aggressiveness of your nervous system. Like it mellows you out. So it's more of a calm focus instead of just like a hit. Because clearly I was just...
Are we having an earthquake right now?
Kind of sounds like it. This is what my body feels like. No, I just think there's a lot of stress right now of planning a wedding and building a business and still working full time and trying to celebrate and do all of this being debt free. Like, just man, it's a lot, and just pouring coffee down the mouth to stay awake isn't the move.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important too to think about, you know, when you're having symptoms, you know, Brooke's always trying to figure, okay, what is this from, right? And I always think about it's got to be a combination of what you're saying to yourself. Because like stress is what you're saying to yourself in your mind, how you're handling stress, right? Because everybody has stress. But I also think there's this part where like, there's like this unspoken, like your body is trying to tell you like something, right? And it's so interesting because you're trying to pinpoint it so you can change it so you don't have hives, right? But your body's had symptoms for years. So I know so many people listening have unexplained symptoms too, where it's like, what is this? Like I'm living just like everyone else. Why is my body the one tweaking out?
Right.
You know, and like, how do we help our body feel safe? It's almost like saying, you can tell yourself you're safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. But like, if you don't believe it.
And if you struggle with fatigue, which I know a lot of people do, you need to get through the day. Like, you know, I've built pretty good boundaries over the years, I think, of like juggling everything with like, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm still getting 8 hours of sleep. I'm going to have my nights back to myself where I'm allowing myself to wind down to then be able to sleep. But when you still have to function, and coffee for a lot of people and a lot of parents listening, like that gets them through.
Yeah.
But when you have to rely on caffeine to get going, like that's what I would struggle with, is like, I cannot function without it. But I know that it's not good for me because it is affecting my gut. Like it is not making me feel well. It's like a double-edged sword of like an addict almost, of like, I know this isn't helping me, but I still need it.
Yeah.
And when you have a business where you're on calls supporting people, you are leading workouts where you're moving your body and leading your voice and thinking as you go, creating a new sequence each week. Like it is a very physically demanding job, I would say, and mentally. Like you're holding space for people's emotions as a coach.
Yeah.
And you're also trying to figure out like, what is my body trying to tell me here? So I was playing with the carnivore diet, which was actually making me feel pretty well. And then I break out in these full body hives, and everything I read of what to eat when you have histamine intolerance or high histamine, which could be what causes hives, are the things I was eating for carnivore, of like recooked meat, reheated meat, leftovers, citrus foods, because I was doing basically like fruit and meat, and that was making my stomach feel really good.
Cool. All right.
Then I had an appointment this morning with my functional doc, and she's like, no, that's completely fine. Like, you're fine. I would agree with this. So everything is just contradicting. And if I ever believed more that like just listen to your body and F everything you read online. I also had more freedom in my weekend to go on social media, to watch TV, like be isolated, all of those things that also matter for your mental health. So now my mantra is just, bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good. You are literally doing your best. You are literally doing your best. Because, man, it's like we had Chipotle. We met our friend's little baby and picked up Chipotle. All had Chipotle at the house together. Everyone's got these massive bowls. Mine was steak and veggies. It probably was an ounce. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, you're kidding. Like, this is what you're eating? And I'm like, like, oh, it's, then you add in getting your period and you're just like, man, I'm just trying.
Yeah. I think what you said, though, is powerful. It's like, you just have to do your best. Like, you can't expect anything else. You can try and rely on other people to give you the answers or go to the doctor's appointments. And of course you need to. Your health is, your body is saying, help me,
Yeah.
And you have the education of, your specific background, but like your education of your body, of what's worked, what hasn't worked. And they don't have that, right? They can try and get the full picture, but it's just, you can only do your best in any scenario.
Yeah.
And it's so basic. But like, we have to tell ourselves that too. It's like, do your best, but then you have to affirm yourself and remind yourself. Like, I'm getting 74 emails from the dance team currently. My phone, if Do Not Disturb was on right now or off, you would be hearing ding, ding, ding. I need an admin for one of my kids' sports. And I can't keep up with it. I literally can't.
And here's the argument. But how do you, because you could easily say like, but that's your choice. You put the kid in the sport. Or, but that's your choice. You had the kids. But it's like, you want to keep up with your kids and you want them to be involved in things. So how do you find that balance where you're still in the know so you're not missing the ball on things?
This is what's helping me. What you said is helping me. I'm doing my best. And then affirming that nobody is going to die if I don't respond to this thing in a week, even. Like, no, if I never respond, if I never even see it, right?
Yeah.
Or someone will text me and be like, hey, did you see the thing? You know what I mean? Like, you only have so much time in a day. Mm-hmm. And I got tested this weekend with that, right? I'm juggling my parents visiting, getting my kids stuff, trying to get ready, trying to get them ready, trying to, feed people, keep my house not looking like a disaster. You only have so much time. Mm-hmm. Something's got to give. Mm-hmm. Screw the counter with all the stuff on it, whatever, leave it. No one's dying.
Yeah.
The email that you will get to it. Like, you have to give yourself grace and be like, I will get to it. Mm-hmm. And no one's going to die until I get to it. So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Because it is too much. Like, we book ourselves too much. We commit to too much. We put these standards on ourselves. Like, I walked into my room on Friday when I knew Justin's parents were going to be here, and the laundry had folded, hadn't been put away, and I thought he was going to do that. And he's sitting on the bed relaxing. He had just mowed the grass. Like, I should have given him more grass, but I'm like, really? Okay, I'll put him away, And he's like, who cares? Mm-hmm. Like, who cares? Why do you have these standards for our house before they get here? And I'm like, because I always have. Maybe I need to let it go. Like, I don't need to make him feel like crap for resting after mowing our grass. And I don't need to be running around like a psychopath because a couple shirts aren't in drawers.
Right.
So it's like stuff like that. Like, we have to like stop being such a psycho about everything that has to happen, because it doesn't.
It's like, be as organized as you can and then let it go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that way too. And it's what I struggle with my health of like, okay, we're with Ian's cousins who we never get to spend time with. We're having such deep conversations. Everyone's drinking. I'm sober. So I'm loving it because I'm like, I'm going to feel good tomorrow and I'm going to get the joy of these deep conversations. Yeah. And then we don't drive home and we don't get to bed until after midnight. And I'm like, okay. And I woke up feeling terrible yesterday, but I'm like, but that was so filling to my soul. Yeah. So it's like, would I have done anything different? Like, I don't think being so restrictive is healthy. But I think when you're dealing with something or trying to feel good, like, there is that level of, okay, but I have to keep some sort of boundary.
Yeah.
And that might be forever trying to figure that out. Like,
So what did you feel? Just like fatigued? Or were you?
Oh, well, yeah, because, it was weird because what I noticed from switching from green tea from coffee is I was way more awake in the morning, which was amazing because that's what I struggle with, is like feeling like I'm dead when I wake up. Like Ian literally pulls me out of bed. And so on Friday morning and Saturday morning, I was like awake and ready to go. And I was like, this is freaking amazing. And then I had coffee on Saturday at this bridal shower and got home late and whatever. And yeah, I was just like bone tired. Like we woke up late. I was watching church on TV, on YouTube, and I was like falling asleep during it. And I'm like, then there's that spiral of like, well, I could just have coffee, but then my heart is going a mile a minute. Or I could just like sit in the feeling tired, but we had all these gifts that we wanted to unbox. Ian put together these new furniture chairs that we got. We had so much wedding stuff to do. So it's this like, okay, I want to be productive with the day so that I don't keep letting these to-dos pile. But when my body really needs rest, like.
And you don't want to open your gifts like.
No, you want to be excited and happy.
Yeah.
Like I think years of struggling with just feeling so tired and fatigued that like anything that just like gets you going and motivates you is addicting to me.
It's like a lifesaver. It's like you're able to be awake for your life.
So it's like now I need to retrain my body that I don't need that feeling of like, oh my gosh, I'm just rushing through everything, because that's what coffee's making me feel like. Like I saw on social media a while ago, I was like, my goal is how calm and collected can I get through my to-do list? Like how present can I be as I'm marking off things on my to-do list? But I think having motivation to do the to-do list is another story as well.
I remember you saying something about like, why you're doing it so fast. Like take an extra second not to be like so rushed while you're doing the things, which I think once you start doing it, you'll notice what you're rushing through and like you're dropping stuff. It's like, just
this is not productive at all.
I think is it Alabama that sings that song? It's like, I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rushing till life's no fun.
Because it isn't. Like rushing through your day is not fun. But here's what has saved me, and I've talked about this before, is your top 5. Writing out, like I keep one massive spreadsheet of all of these to-dos, wedding and personal and business. And then every day to like close shop for the workday, writing down my 5 things I'm accomplishing the next day, and then not looking at the gigantic to-do list, because that will stress you out.
I need to get back to that.
I've not
been doing that.
I think that has been like the biggest game changer of these past few months, because looking at a to-do list that is 17,000 things versus, okay, I just have to do these 5 things today, is so much more calming and feels doable. But then you have this massive to-do list where you're not letting anything fall. Like it's still there. You're going to look at it. You're just not looking at it 17,000 times throughout the day.
Yeah. And maybe that 5 feels overwhelming. You know, especially if you are grieving or you're dealing with chronic fatigue, it's your top 2. I'm going to get these top 2 things. Then I'll look back at the list and I'll definitely do more than 2 in a day. But like whatever makes you feel like it's manageable. Like if I get those 2 things done, I'll stop ruminating about how I need to get to them. You know, I think sometimes it's like the smaller bite size, the better. I mean, I'm just thinking,
oh gosh,
this rushing. I'm like, if you could have seen me trying to get to the 10 a.m. Saturday recital. So it was, luckily, Alicia took Cora to it because Mila and her were in the same recital and they needed to get there early. And she's like, I'm going anyway. I'll take Cora. So I fit in a run, try to hang out with my parents. I want to have coffee with my dad and my mom, right? So I'm trying to do that. I make them breakfast, make the calendar for move. So I'm trying to get all that done and get ready and get Blair's hair braided so that for her 4 p.m. show, because I'm not going to see her because after this recital, I have to volunteer for a recital. In the meantime, I have to get Blair a gift to bring to the thing because she didn't want flowers, she told me. I'm like, okay, cool. Never mind. Screw those flowers. We're going to get her a gift. Anyways, so all of that's in my brain, right? And Blair and I are flying out of here. I'm like, come on, got to get in the car. You know, like if we get there, we'll be there 2 minutes early, which is like not early enough because you got to get parked and in there. We get on 81 by our house and I realized I didn't bring Mila's flowers.
Oh no.
So I do a U-turn on a road I shouldn't be doing a U-turn on the highway, but there were no cars, so it was fine. I floor it. And there's like 2 people, of course, landscaping right by the front entrance of our neighborhood. I'm like flying down this road, sprinting here, grab the flowers, sped the whole way, like sped way too fast. All the way get there, park. We both had to sprint to get in there on time. Just like that kind of frantic energy, like that is just like when I say I need to focus on my mental health in June and slow the F down. Like that is what I'm picturing right now.
Full deep breaths. Everyone, we invite you to do it with us this month. We're going to take a lot of lines breath. A lot of just, I think, laughing at yourself.
Yes.
Like we were so giggly after Twin Cities Live, and like that was so fun.
Oh, we also were on TV. I forgot to mention that. That was fun. But yeah, I do think that's like, in the midst of the craziness though, I am laughing. And I think that's the thing too, is like, if you're going to be this chaotic, like it has to be funny. Like my mom threw on like a backwards hat randomly. It made no sense. We were at a recital. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It has to be funny. I'm about to take like a picture of Brooke with Cora that could be just one cutesy little picture. Brooke's just bopping and dancing by herself by the sign. It's like in the pockets of time, you have to laugh in the chaos. Mm-hmm. You know, like my mom and I, she's crying her eyes out on this balcony of the house that she lived in with Ray. And we're talking about her health because she had a lot of the same habits that he had with her health. She doesn't sleep great and all the stuff. And I was like, you know, we got to get you to 102, you know? And she's like, 102? I can't even get down to 135. And we just look at each other like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about her age. She's talking about her weight. I'm like, when have I ever talked to you about your weight? Like, no. So we just start laughing because we're already crying, sad crying. Aww. And it's just like in these moments, how can you create a moment of connection that's just funny? Like, you have to laugh through it. Like you're speeding down the road. Blair and I were jamming out to Taylor Swift or something. And it's like, find a way to make it fun. If it has to be chaotic, your kids are in things and you want them to do what they want. Like, don't have them graduate high school and be like, yeah, I get all my things. But I could tell my mom was stressed the whole time and hated it. Mm-hmm. You know, like that would be sad. And I know sometimes I am stressed. Like the day of Justin's surprise party, Griffin looked at me and he goes, you seem really stressed right now. Are you? And I was like, do you want to know what's going on in my head right now? I am. Do you want to know? I mean, it's all fun stuff, but do you want to know what's going on in my head? And I would spit it out to you guys too, but that would stress you out. So I was telling him all the different surprises and whatever. And I got in the car to take him to school and he was like, oh, 1 second, I forgot something. And he goes inside and cleans up the kitchen. And he was like, well, just so you know, when you get back, there's one less thing you have to do. The kitchen's clean. And it was so sweet. And before that, he said, is there anything I can do to help you? You know? And so, I don't know. I just think about, you're going to have moments where your kids pick up on your stress. Like, they're going to see it. And you're trying to.
But can it not be in every second of every day thing?
Yes.
You know, like, when we think about structuring our life and asking for what we want, like, of course you're going to be stressed. And of course you're going to go through grief and illness and all these things are inevitable. But your approach to your day to day, like this is what I'm thinking of. Like, I don't want to have to rely on caffeine. My year this year is energy. And like, I'm being tested and I'm sticking to it. Like, I am proud of myself because I do want to enjoy life. And we are so grateful to be able to have all of these things, like an abundance of love and family and all opportunities. Mm-hmm. But none of it really matters if you don't have your health.
Yeah.
And that stress piece, it is such a, what is my approach to this? How am I speaking to myself? Am I okay not being perfect? And when that monkey mind is going and my mind is saying mean things to me, because it does, like, can I shut it up and laugh about it and be honest and ask for help?
Yeah.
Like, delegate, even if it is to your 12-year-old, even if it is laughing while you draw. Like, I don't know. I'm having these moments of like, what is all of this for if we're not enjoying it?
Yeah.
If it feels like I'm losing my health over it, like, F the to-do list.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I attract, I don't chase. Like all these little mantras that we just need to keep practicing and trusting that like we are putting the work in. Mm-hmm. It will come back to us and we're not burning out.
Yeah.
Like I think this was a great month of testing like, okay, when life gets crazy, can you hold space for being a successful entrepreneur and a present parent and a present wife and fiance and family member, like all of these things. Yeah. You know, like I had this thought this weekend of like, okay, maybe I get there a little slower. Would I love to be full-time in the business right now and be racking in the dough and not stress about anything? Yes. Is that realistic? No.
Yeah.
So like, how can I be okay with it going slower, knowing that mentally and physically I'm okay?
Mm-hmm. And they always say too, like, new levels, new devils. Like there will always be different stressors and new things we have to figure out. But what I'm hearing, what you're saying, and I totally agree, is just a level of honesty.
Yeah.
Right? Like, who is this for? Okay. So like with kids, the activities are what they've chosen to do. Right. And it always lines up that May is going to be crazy, you know, but like, how are you honestly showing up? Like, how are your relationships?
Maybe that's the month that you ask a little more for help.
Yeah. Or you just focus on like, how am I interacting with that person? Because I used to be way more short with my mom. Her and I would kind of bicker every time she came. It's so different now. Like, and not just because of this May situation, but years of practicing and being honest about if you are feeling really stressed or there are those moments, being honest about the intention underneath of it. So when Griffin asked me that about my stress level, I was like, I explained the intention below the surprises and the stress of the day. I was like, I've been planning this for your dad for so long, and all I want, it's weird that he just walked in the door too. All I want is for him to feel so special and to know like his friends came together for this moment. And I just want it to go so well because a lot of people are flying here or driving and that gets me a little more stressed because I really want it to go so well, and it gets me a little more ramped up. So it's like, I think when you're honest with yourself, it's like, what is like underneath what you're getting stressed about? Like you want it to look nice in your house. Why? Right? Maybe it's because it helps your mental health. So you can focus on the people because you're not thinking about how you need to sweep your floor. You know what I mean? And like that will help you ask for more help. Like, I will say this to Justin. I'm like, okay, I know you don't care about this, but like, if we could have all the laundry put away, I will just be nicer. Like, I'll just feel better and I won't have to keep thinking about it. Like, is there a chance you can help with it? You know, whatever. I think just getting to like, what is underneath the expectation you're putting on yourself? And is there a way to be more organized with it or ask for help or like let the expectation go altogether if you can? Yeah.
I'm kind of at the point with wedding planning where I'm like, what if I just didn't do all these things? Like,
what if
maybe enough is enough?
What if I just
literally though, like, yeah. I think I'm good. You know, I think that, dude, so maybe there's not late night pizza.
Yeah. You're what? Less than 6 weeks out. How much of the hives do you think is stress or expectation of wedding planning?
Honestly, none.
No.
I think the hives come from, this is the hill that as of right now I'm done dying over. My health causes me stress and I'm stressed because of my health. It is like this constant loop of like trying to figure out what to eat.
Chicken or the egg?
Yeah, so that my stomach doesn't hurt. So then I'm trying the carnivore diet and then I'm like, oh my gosh, is this too stressful? Am I freaking my body out? What do I eat? Oh my God. Like, it's just this vicious cycle of, okay, how do I have enough time to make sure I'm sleeping because I need to sleep so that my health is okay. And I don't want to rely on coffee because that hurts my stomach. But if I don't get enough sleep, it's like, that is what's going. And then I'm like, okay, I want to be a successful business owner and I want to send these pitches out and I want to make sure that I'm having the best class. But then also, okay, well, what about all my corporate to-dos? And then I want to plan Ian apart. Like it's that where the wedding is almost like it's all these to-dos that I don't want to do. If that makes sense. Like, yeah. I don't really care. I'm not eating the fucking pizza. I'm not drinking the booze that I'm spending so much money on for everyone to have an open bar. So the things that I care about for the wedding, I've already done. It's just the little things that like you kind of have to do, but aren't really necessary. Like I kind of have to send people an agenda of what to expect.
Who?
Just like the girls the day of like, here's when you're getting your hair done.
Oh.
Here's the timeline of like when we need you, which I've already completed. I think with wedding planning and what people who have planned a wedding will understand, it's just more things just keep coming.
Yeah.
And the closer you get, it's like all these one-offs.
But you got to remember, dude, Brooke has 10 bridesmaids.
Yeah.
You could give 10 to-dos a week.
Yeah.
Like.
I could. Yeah.
That's like actually their job.
Yeah.
That's why they're in your wedding. They're there because they're the biggest supports in your crew. They want to help you. So like if they're, obviously you can't delegate their agenda to them because you need to tell them their agenda, but like any little things from here on out, like just think there's 10 people that I haven't told what to do or asked anything of.
It's the hard part, and I was talking to my mom about this weekend because she's like, you have to ask for help. Like people cannot read your mind. But I feel like a lot of the things is like people can't help me with like I need to be sending people, hey, like, will you Venmo me for hair? Or like Ian and I have to make the decision of like, what are we gifting our parents?
Oh,
I can't, like things like that where it's, we want to put the time and thought into it.
Yeah.
And like the finance piece is a big stress of it. Like this is a down payment of a house and not letting that stress you is a whole nother beast. So moral of the story, just the bitch, you're doing a good job mantra is getting me through. And I just don't want to keep doing wedding to do. Like, I just want to enjoy the day and the weekend. Like, that's kind of where I'm at, is trusting this will all come together. It will work out. And if you guys don't get pizza, talk to Ian.
You know what? We're going out anyways later after your wedding, so people can get their own food.
Yeah.
I mean, your call. No, it's your guys' day. You guys do what makes sense for you. You'll figure out the right answer. But that does have to be hard, like spending a lot of money, because like booze is so expensive on something you're not even going to partake in on your wedding day. Mm-hmm. Like I get you gotta eat dinner. Mm-hmm. You're going to eat something. But like the fact that it's thousands of dollars for people to drink things that you're like, this isn't even good for you, and I love you, but here, take all my money.
Yeah. It's okay. It's part of the experience. It's part of the event. No, it will be great. And I was glad that I had a doctor's appointment this morning of just like, give me a plan to follow, and then I can stop thinking about it. Because when you break out in full body hives, you're like, what am I doing wrong? Clearly, this is like my stress or something I'm doing coming out of me.
Yeah.
Everything I've really dealt with, other than like acne, has been invisible, of stomach aches, headaches, fatigue. Like, I'm good with the invisible illness. Yeah. But when it comes out, I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah, like, especially right before everybody's going to be staring at you and taking pictures of you and videos of you, and you don't want your skin going awry.
Yeah. So, if we're a little loopy because we're not drinking a lot of caffeine anymore, and we're like, I know why.
I feel like I can't wait for you to experience the energy of your wedding, because it's going to carry you. Like, yeah, just even the days before the actual event of like, people are coming into town, people are going to be texting you more. They're going to be excited. They're going to be like posting stuff. I feel like, I'm excited to start seeing it actually come together where it's now. It's like go time, because we have your shower in a couple of weeks, which I think that'll be good. But once that's done, I feel like it's really go time, because it'll be less than a month away.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I'm ready. We've had little bursts of just like feeling the love with bachelor parties, bridal showers already, that it's hard to go back to like, oh, we still have a wedding to plan when the excitement has already come. Yeah. That's what I'm struggling with. It's like, oh no, we still have things to do. But I just want to be very present, even in those things. Like this week is a big week. We're meeting with our on-site coordinator for the last time to like solidify all of the details tomorrow. Wednesday, I have my hair trial, which is like late at night. Again, going to be some late nights. Then Thursday morning, Ian and I are going to get our marriage license. So that's like the first half of the day. So yeah, but I just want to be present in those things. And if I don't get to a to-do,
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yes. No one's dying if you don't get to it. No. I think it's like anything, right? You've put in so much effort for this wedding, right? Or so much effort into your business up to this point. Like, you can't always be doing, right? You got to be experiencing it too, you know, enjoying that you've built a business that helps people while you're asleep, you know, that you have a wedding that's coming that like you get to just show up that day and just enjoy what you've helped to create. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you to just feel that, you know, and I hope that the fatigue and everything you'll just have a weekend where it won't even matter. It'll be like your bachelorette party where you'll just like, you were able to be present. You were
so high on life.
You were tired because you did go to bed late and stuff, and you will for your wedding stuff. But I think just the energy of everybody else like loving on you and being excited will carry you through it.
Yeah, the day of, I just don't make any decisions. If anything I'm just having them go to you. Mm-hmm. Now, does Brooke want this at this table? And you can be like, yes. Yes, she does.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, you're going to ask her a question? You actually just don't. She's just chilling over there or dancing on the bed of the hotel room, you know, whatever you'll be doing.
It's just funny because how many things like at a wedding don't matter. Like, for example, the things in the bathroom. Do I really need to buy people deodorant, mints, toothpicks? No. I'm just kind of saying F it.
No.
I already said no to the ceremony cards that like you don't need to know the agenda. No. You will not remember. It'll be 10 minutes. This is, you know, like it's going in the trash the minute you get out of your seat. Yeah. So things like that
you're not keeping it. You're not hanging it on your fridge. Like, you might keep it and have it in a album or something, but probably not either.
No, I'm just all these little things. It does not matter. As long as I'm healthy with everyone I love at a beautiful venue, that's all that matters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you need a toothpick, you can find Dre and she will get one out of my purse for you.
I'll have a little kit I'll have safety pins, extra tampons, some deodorant. I always have deodorant.
But think about, like, what do you actually need at a wedding? Like, I steal mints from the bathroom. That's about it.
Sometimes if they have a little hairspray in there, I'll go, cheep, 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 cheep.
But, like, if that's a concern of you, pack your own goddamn hairspray.
Yeah.
Pack your own toothbrush, your own mint.
Also, just let your hair go. Let it be wild.
No one's looking at your teeth.
No, everybody's looking at Brooke anyway. They're not looking at you. They're not looking at you. But you don't want to smell bad, so come to me for deodorant, okay?
Yeah. Okay, on that note,
let's do our 3 gold stars for chaotic seasons. Top tip. What would you give them, Brooke?
Flood your brain with positive self-talk. Have a mantra. That has been helpful for me to honestly just check yourself. Mm-hmm. You do not need to be spiraling right now. No one is dying. This does not matter in the grand scheme of things.
Number 2, if someone is dying, because that did just happen, show up. Drive to the person, hug the person, hold space. You literally don't even have to say anything. Sometimes saying things is worse, actually, because I heard what a lot of people said during the visitation and funeral. And people do dumb stuff. Show up for your people. If it's a recital, if it's a funeral, if it's a friend that's struggling with chronic fatigue and they just want to be present at their wedding, like, life can be hard. And we need to tell people, honestly, we're there for them. And you can't if you're not showing up for yourself. So I think being as raw and honest with people about how you're doing and asking people to be honest about how they're doing is really valuable. So show up for people and know that the to-dos you'll get to them. You will get to them. They literally don't matter. People matter. Mm-hmm. Show up for your people.
Yeah. I would say last one, ask for help. This I'm still learning. Mm-hmm. And being honest with how you feel allows you to ask for help and like to even have your people know that you need help.
Yeah.
I would rather just get things done than have it be perfect because it doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. We also did not read our review that we have for the post today.
This is good.
So for those listening, reviews really, really help the system. They help feed our podcast out to more people, really help with visibility. And we have a little exchange where if you leave a review, screenshot us that review, we give you something in return. Right now, it's our Max Your Metabolism guide that is full of workouts and recipes and so many goodies. And so we're going to read one of those reviews today. We're going to show you literally how easy it is to do this little exchange, because this podcast is free and we are very vulnerable, as you heard in today's episode. And hopefully that this brain dump of sharing what we went through in May inspires you to not even take action, just to know that you're not alone, you're human, that we are walking the walk right with you. Yeah. But how easy this is to leave a review. Dre, will you hit them?
Yeah, this review today is from Tiffany Janowitz. Thank you, Tiffany. We love you. You're a warrior. And her review today is Brooke.
I think she had more typed. It just didn't go through. But hey, that counts and that helps the system. So Tiffany, we love you. Thank you. And we'll just imagine what you were going to say.
Who wants to drop an Andrea? You know, you could drop a period. You could drop anything. Every review helps.
But we like the Brooks.
We do like Brooke. Thank you, Tiffany. We'll send you the metabolism guide.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts of listening, supporting us along this journey. There's a lot of podcasts where it's hard to see the humanness in the hosts, I think. Mm-hmm. I'm getting business ideas and personal development ideas and feeling like there's all of these things I should be doing.
Yes.
That having someone like us in the space where we're like, bro, like we're literally telling ourselves, bitch, you doing a good job. And that's what it looks like. I think that's helpful, and we're hopeful that that's helpful for you.
Yeah. I love podcasts where they give me the real raw. Give me the real raw, man. All right. Your quote for the day, your piece of gold. It comes from the one and only Courtney Burnett, author, doctor extraordinaire, survivor. We love you, Courtney. And she says, when life piles on the mud, let's grow our own damn flowers from it. This is Gold Ivy signing off.
Listen to your truth and go chase your gold.
You doing a good job, bitch. You doing a good job, bitch. You doing a good job.